Welcome, thank you for joining me for another short MindMat video. And today we're going to be exploring how to use your yoga belt and strap when you're putting your legs in the air. Now, we all know the benefit, I'm sure you do, from putting the legs up in the air with using a wall. But sometimes we don't have a wall available. And so if we've just got our yoga mat and we want to put our legs in the air, after a while that can fatigue us just a little bit. But if you start to use your yoga strap, and if you don't have one, this is probably a good time to think about maybe you could go get one and start to use it in your practice, then it allows you to balance your legs in the air by the strap taking some of the strain by putting it around the back of your head. Now that might sound a little odd, but it's actually quite nice. And putting your legs in the air is excellent for really engaging your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the one that is the rest, it's the digest, it's the one that calms us, grounds us, makes us stable. It's superb for the exchange of blood and lymph because our feet are higher than our head. Now you do need to be careful if you're someone who suffers from any blood pressure issues, so check that out before you start this type of practice. Great for the hips, really good for the lower back, super for the hamstrings. So let's get started. So I've got a cushion at the end of my mat because I want it to support my head so I'm really comfortable. And I have my yoga strap. And you want to be familiar with your strap, so how you tighten it up and how you loosen it before you start, because that's really helpful. And you're roughly going to have to gauge what the length might be because we're going to have to adjust it. So I would say, really a good wingspan here, and then we'll go from there. So you're going to come onto your back. Unfortunately, I've got a microphone on my back, so I can't really find anywhere suitable to put it because I've tried putting it down the front and then it makes me look 3 months pregnant, and I'm trying sticking it in other places. But anyway, we'll see where we go. So lower yourself down so that your head is very comfortable on your cushion. Now, as we said, this is absolutely super for the hips, for the psoas, for the hamstrings. Really great as well. Mental and emotional stability. Now we've got to work out how we're going to do this to maximize the benefit. So first of all, think about where you're going to put your belt on your head before you start. So play around with this. You don't want it too low, you don't want it cutting into your ears, you don't want it so high that it's going to slide off the top of your head. So I've got a ponytail in the way here, so it's not going to be, I should have probably changed that, but anyway. So I think, okay, this feels about right. I know where I'm going to put it. Now we need to bring our feet up and pop the belt just kind of as if it's on the balls, just below the balls of the foot, not right on the instep and certainly not on the toes. And depending on your feet, you need to put it where you feel comfortable. You don't want the buckle on your head, so slide it around so you know it's definitely not going to cut into your head. And then once you're there, you can explore as to whether this is going to be a suitable length and then adjust it. So you take your feet up, you pop your head into the belt and then lower your head onto the cushion. Now this is a little short for me, so I'm going to need to lengthen this out a little. That's a little better. Now I know I can actually drop my head back down onto the cushion, and this is very nicely supporting my legs in the air. And once I feel comfortable, or you feel comfortable, then take your arms out to the side. And now you come to your breath. It's fine to have a little bit of bend in the knee. In fact, if you straighten your legs, you will feel that through your hamstrings and beyond. So maybe start with your knees bent. Make sure this feels comfortable for you. If this is isn't an asana for you, if it's not a practice for you, then that's fine. But it might mean that you need to fiddle around with the belt until it becomes comfortable. And just imagine all that lovely blood being able to flow in the other direction. How nourishing this is. Now, as to how long you stay here will probably depend on how familiar you are with this, how comfortable the position is for you. Have a little wiggle around if you feel that you need to make an adjustment. But now I'm just going to keep my lips sealed and my eyes closed just for 30 seconds and allow the asana to do its work. Now you can stay here a little longer if you wish, but I'm now going to take hold of my belt with both hands and opening my eyes. I'm going to bend my knees to release my feet and drop my belt over to the back. And bring my knees in, just have a little roll on the back of my pelvis, side to side, over the top of my microphone. Ouchie, ouch, ouch. And then let my feet come to the mat. Stretch the legs out long. Wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Just let your feet drop to the side. Take a nice, big, nourishing breath. And a lovely exhale. And when you're ready, bring your knees up and take them to the side as you come onto your elbow and slowly, slowly come up back into the room. Because you've had your feet higher than your head, always be careful when you're coming upright again or before you stand up. So, I hope, oh look, I've got my cushion attached to my belt. This is fun, isn't it, doing these videos? Honestly, I'm sure I'm more stressed since I've been bringing this stuff for you than I was before I didn't do it. But hey, no, I love it. And anything that helps us with our physical well-being and our mental well-being, well, you know, what's not to like. So don't forget to like and subscribe and join me again for another video, another MindMat video. See you soon.